Um, Razor, what's up?
Just following the druids.
All right, so the druids haven't been sleeping in the inn for reasons because there's no dirt.
Yeah.
There's dead wood. They don't like sleeping on dead wood. Who the fuck likes to sleep on dead wood? Everybody else is weird. And Ironwood kind of complains about that every once in a while. So you guys have been kind of hanging around here-ish, south of the inn. Um, there's a couple trees and stuff, so they've been sleeping there, and they've just been meditating for the most part, and then Iron. Anyways, Ironwood actually asked you, Razor. So,
You gonna hold the camera for us?
Gal, your mic is on. um, so Ironwood asks you. So, from a I guess non-druid perspective, what is your feeling about all this?
I'm just going to like snort a bit of flames coming out my nostrils.
Are you you're a red
A red
dragonborn, right?
dragonborn. Yeah.
Okay. That will
So
be
I'm just,
very interesting.
yeah.
All
I
right.
picked it on purpose. So I will just snort some flame out my nose and I say it matters not to me. I'm only here for if things go sour.
Ah, I see, he says. And are you concerned um about seeing other dragonborn here? So the reason he's asking you this is, and I didn't put up. So if you check out the map of Pondera, I didn't put up Skorukh. I didn't rewrite Skorukh yet, but Skorukh is pretty much dragon country. It lies on the eastern side of the continent. A couple years back, there was the War of the Dragon, where there was fighting among metallic and chromatic dragons, as well as dragonborn and combatants of Bahamut. They were fighting because the a scale of Eo, the dragon that became Bahamut and Tiamat, was found there, and it was holy ground, and they started fighting over it. And many years later, the fighting has now stopped, and the war was won in Bahamut's favor. However, um, the Platinum Order in Skorukh is led by a green dragonborn, which people are kind of about because green, descendant of green dragon or green dragon ancestry, you know, eh.
Yeah.
Yeah, and there's still a lot of animosity towards chromatic dragons for very, very good reason, because they nearly wrecked that country. And Ironwood, as Ironwood explains, there might be some animosity towards you, not in particular, but you as a red dragonborn. And he's asking, I mean, is there anything we can do to make you a little more comfortable? I know I have shared my own not so great. Um, I'm not accepted on this continent um, very well because I'm high elf. So I mean, is there anything we can do to make you more comfortable? Are you okay with? I mean, I've noticed some looks from other people. I mean, are you doing well, my friend?
So I'm just gonna snort a bit of flame again and say they can look all they want. I'm not here to serve them. I'm here to serve my deity.
Okay, that's fine. That's perfectly fine. Um, Brom,
Sorry.
that's cool.
Yeah.
So Brom,
Hello.
hello. Um, so the Rodley family has been staying in the Whispering Wood Inn. The conclave is going to start Around they picked about 10:30. So in about an hour and a half, the conclave will start. So they've been getting ready. They've been just cleaning up themselves. It was not a long journey here, but because of the roads in summer, it's dusty. So dirt kicks up a lot. They're a little dirty. And Elena, one of the family members who has been traveling with you, is just she's been staring out the window on the second floor for a really, really long time. And actually, give me an insight.
Okay. 6.
Okay. She probably is homesick, you think? I mean, you are maybe. I mean, she has been away from home for like a couple of weeks. Not only she's not traveled from Valido to here. She's been doing kind of tours around the country because she's one of the youngest of the family, so she's kind of trying to get a hold of the political situation. So she hasn't been home for a while. But you think maybe that's why she's been staring out the window so long? You're not too sure, but that's your best guess with that
Okay.
girl.
Could I attempt to cheer her up?
Yeah,
Some
yeah, sure.
entertainment?
No problem.
All right. I'd like to approach her and take out my lute and ask her if she cares for a song.
She's like, yeah, sure. Why not? Roll performance.
All right. Boom. Whoa.
So,
Whoa, clap for that.
so you start singing. You pull some lyrics out of the air. You start singing like "Sweet Caroline" by Neil Diamond. You don't know
Alright.
where you know these lyrics from. I have people singing from downstairs apparently. And she looks a little better after that performance. She kind of just stands a little straighter, and she thanks you for that performance. She leans down, gives you a kiss on the cheek. And she says, may you've traveled a lot, haven't you, Brom? Right?
Of course, I've traversed the lands many a times.
Right. Does it not feel? I don't know how I can explain it, but I just have this feeling that something very strange will be happening today. I can't quite shake it. Have you ever felt that way when you've come to a new place?
Yes. Especially in this case as well.
Yeah,
I'm unsure of everything.
I mean, do you think today will be fine? Because the family has been, getting reports of little, skirmishes that have been happening all over the eastern continent, and I know they probably won't touch the capital, but I just have this just I just can't shake it, and that's why I've been up here since 8 o'clock, and I just maybe I'm depressed or something, maybe but and she kind of stammers over her words, and she can't quite you get the feeling from her that she. Okay, I gotta remember. You rolled a 6 inside. She. I mean, she could not be well herself. She might, coming down with a cold or something. So who knows? But you don't really find any concerns with, these strange feelings she's feeling right now about something might happen or something might not happen here.
Okay.
All right. And Gal, you also, your representatives also have been staying at the Whisperwood Inn. I mean, it's not anything like the chambers of Nortec, but you get what you can get. Everybody's been very accommodating to you and your family. They have spared you. Well, actually, you didn't get the suite, but you I mean, your brethren and you have probably been down at the tavern a few times already. 5 o'clock somewhere, and you've probably eaten already, have breakfast. Gwen actually kind of sat up next to you at some point during your drinking and eating of breakfast, and she kind of looks a little concerned. Okay. We can get back to you in a second. So that's where everybody is currently. However, things start getting a little more. There's some excitement in the air. I need everyone to roll perception checks at this point. Or insight, or probably perception. Razor. Okay. Yeah, you did pretty good this time. Oh, wow. Oh, shit. Okay. Okay, good. And Demi, I'll just ask you to roll like a d20 if you want to.
Wait, what am I rolling normally?
Wisdom. Okay, cool. Brom, Winnell, and Demi, and Across. There is people start around you in your near vicinity start whispering to each other and pointing, and for very good reason too. So up to the north there is a land called Algor. It's very inclusive, so to speak. Non-citizens are not allowed to. Well, non-citizens are allowed to leave Algor. Non-citizens are not allowed into Algor. Algor has its own own currency. It's not really an Iron Curtain type of deal, but it's hello, gal. It's not really an Iron Curtain type of deal, but it's information does not come out easily, and information goes in pretty easily. But it has reached your ears, some in one manner or another, that the king of Algor, Jonah, is in attendance at the conclave today, and he was just seen in the marketplace with a large entourage of bodyguards. This is particularly strange because the king of Algor does not come out often, and this is actually one of the first few times he's been out of the country. It's also very strange because King Jonah is over 1,000 years old. He has been ruling Algor for about 1,000 years. During his reign, however, he tends to disappear once in a while. He will have a steward in his place, and he will come back maybe every 100 years or so, and ruling for like short spurts. Usually he comes back because the country is in peril, or that's the rumor, but he has been seen on the ground, so either two things are going to happen today. Either he has an announcement for all the other people, all the representatives in the conclave, or he suspects something is happening with another country or another organization that needs his immediate attention. But it's very strange for him to be out of Al Gore. And that's what's happening right now. Any questions? No. Okay. All right. So
What race is the king?
he appears to be human.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. It is rumored that his life, of course, is elongated by magic. But there is nothing to confer or deny. Well, confer because he's over freaking 1,000 years old and he looks like he's a human. So there's rumors going around that maybe he's really an elf, maybe he's really a dragon, maybe he's really a mind flayer in disguise. Who the fuck knows at this point? But he has come and he's causing quite a stir with everyone. And not many people know what to make of this. Gal, how's your mic?
Testing.
Okay, I can hear you now. All right, Gal, you are...
I was in an inn drinking.
You were in an inn drinking. Gwenyl, kind of, well, especially after she hears that the king of Al Gore is here, she immediately looks a little more nervous because, King Jonah, 1,000 years, really high up there, and she says, I did not expect this, and I'm not sure if Thoro made the right choice of sending me in his stead. She looks very nervous. Gal. So, did you want?
Is her glass? What's her glass look like? Is it empty?
It's nearly empty.
I'm gonna get her another.
Okay.
And then
just
I'm gonna tell
liquid
her
courage, I guess.
exactly, and I'm gonna be like, he sent you here because he has faith in you.
Are you sure about that? I mean, other than sending me to the conclave, I haven't really had too much experience in handling noble houses, other than the ones of Nortec. But apparently, the ones of Nortec are a little more agreeable than the nobles of the other surrounding kingdoms, so to speak. I mean, I'm not sure if. I mean,
sink or swim. Best way to learn is jump in feet first.
Is that how you learned?
Pretty much. Why do you think I'm here? My
Okay.
father sent me the same way your king sent you.
All right. Well, you have been an advisor for you have helped my clan for your clan has helped my clan for many eons. So, I suspect I should trust your words, though I'm still not unsure myself. Maybe you should get me another glass in addition to the one you're about to bring me.
I summon the barkeep.
Okay. Barkeep takes your order, and that's it. Well, the child that you have been watching over immediately perks up when there's news about the King Jonah being in the vicinity. And she, immediately stands, she pokes her head out the tent, and, there's this big grin on her face. And the cat looks just as excited as she did. Like, he's meowing. His, when cats get excited, their little tail does the excited shaking for a little bit. They're very excited for some reason. And there is a breeze that enters the tent, kind of, kicks up some papers, and then kind of goes out. You're not sure what that was.
I think I moved to the entrance and look out as well.
All right. So King Jonah is outside. He looks like a human in his probably mid-50s. He is entirely grayed over, wrinkled, but he's not even dressed very extravagantly especially for a king. I mean, if you did not know it was him, you probably would have mistaken him as maybe a minor noble. But from rumors and descriptions, this is apparently what King Jonah looks like. And I need you to roll a perception check for me.
Okay.
Okay. All right, it's easy to see. Okay. So while you and Jeannie, the child, have been looking outside, a person enters the tent. He is a figure with a brown wide brim hat, tiefling, from the horns and the red skin easily. And he enters the tent. He takes a seat next to one of the beds where a woman who has claimed sunstroke at 9ish in the morning is, and he doesn't seem to pay any attention to the woman. He is his gaze falls upon you, the child, and the cat.
Okay. Can I help you somewhere?
And he says, "No, no, no, I'm fine. I'm just looking out for my friend here." He said. He pauses before he says, "My friend here." And the woman on the bed does not respond at all. She's, whatever melodramatic she had coming into the tent, she's asleep now. Probably not of sunstroke, as you and your fellow healers have predicted. Maybe she was just a little too overactive or something like that. Not from sunstroke, though. And the tiefling says, "What do you think of the scene out there?" And he's asking you and the child. And the child immediately perks up and says, "Oh, I think it's great. I mean, Orange Cat hasn't seen him in a long time, haven't you, Orange Cat?" And the Orange Cat kind of, the Calico Cat kind of just, starts, kind of weaving himself between Jeannie's legs and your legs, Winnow.
Okay. And then I say to the child, I don't think your cat has ever seen him before.
No, he's seen him before, haven't you? And the cat doesn't make a response. He's just curling inside his legs, trying to get pet or something like that. And he and the tiefling says, "So, where are you from?" And he's addressing you, Winnow.
From the west, from Nanenlaer.
Oh, okay. You've traveled quite far from from where you were from. What brings you to the eastern continents, to Liliana in particular? And he's there. He starts playing with a piece of thread that he found on his clothing. He does not appear armed. He's just dressed in simple leathers and the hat. Doesn't wear any jewelry except for a gold band that is on his left hand, on his middle finger.
Okay. Well, I study him some and I say, it's some form of a spiritual journey, you could say.
I see. I have been on a couple of those myself, if you But has your spiritual journey led you into any particular interesting places? I mean, unless you consider this, and he kind of gestures around the tent and to the outside, unless you consider a place like this to be interesting.
Well, it's peaceful in here at least. But no, I haven't reached any destination of note yet.
Well, it's good to know.
Okay.
Hold on. Okay. Well, if you ever want to go somewhere interesting, just let me know. My name is Tester. So that's what everybody calls me, Tester.
Alright, Tester. What kind of place are you talking about?
Let's say that I can probably bring you to a place to find what you're looking for. And you roll an insight for me. Okay. You're not really sure what he's talking about. You're not sure what he's talking about at all. But he kind of has this kind of curious look on his face. You can't really pinpoint if he's telling you the truth, if he's leading you on. Maybe he wants to get in bed with you. Who knows? Hell, at this point, he's probably trying to hit on you, but we don't know this. Yep. I wish I had like a soundbite or something to play. Okay. But he
Well-
says, well, if you're interested in my offer, then I'll be around. And he stands up. He pets the cat. He winks at the cat, and he just walks. He starts walking out of the tent.
When he's walking out, where should I ask for you?
Just let the cat know. And he continues to walk out. And the cat kind of just looks at you expectantly and goes, meow. You may roll insight on the cat if you wish, or perception, to see if this is a weird cat. This is a very, by all looks and appearances, this appears to be a normal cat.
Okay. I just look
Um,
at the cat and I say like, if you understand me, wink.
and he doesn't do anything. The cat's like, meow. All right, so speed this up. Couple hours go by. Well, about an hour and 15 minutes go by. It's 15 minutes before the conclave is to start, and Gwendolyn and your group starts making their way towards the gate. Actually, this would be much easier if I can get I'll put down avatars of you guys, because things can get very confusing. So that's Akros, and then there's Brom, because I need to keep track of. There's two of you for some reason. Then Thor's not here. Gal is here. Why is Mrs. Doubtfire on my battle map? Hi, Demi.
Hey,
How are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm good. Why? You know what? Fuck it. And well. There we go. Alright, so, you're there. Alright, so she's at the tent. Gao and his, group is probably headed towards the fence at this point, and this is the outdraw. This is the fence's entrance, right here. Right there. Demi, have you decided what your character's doing yet? Hanging out the healing tent, or what? Not?
Selling stuff. I'm a merchant.
Okay,
Mage
so you'll
merchant,
probably be
yeah.
in the marketplace.
Wherever that is, put me there, please.
Yep. This is this area. You can pick a stall if you want. Brom would be at the inn with his friends. Akros, you're probably doing guard duty around the inn. And Henry's with you.